Hey everyone, and welcome. We're all looking for peace, right? But what if I told you we've been looking in all the wrong places? Today, we're going to explore the internal architecture of peace. And you'll see it's not something you find out there, it's something you build right inside yourself. So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to redefine what peace really is. Then, we'll walk through the first two essential steps to get there. After that, we'll dive into some daily habits for a calm heart, unlock the final key to lasting tranquility, and then wrap it all up by showing you how peace is and always has been within you.
Okay, first things first, let's just shatter a huge myth. We tend to think peace means a life with zero problems, like some perfect destination where there's no stress, no pain. But the reality? Oh, it's so much more powerful than that. It's not about avoiding the storm. It's about finding your calm right in the middle of it.
And that gets to a really crucial point. Peace is an inside job. It's a state of being. That's why you can change your job, move to a new city, change everything on the outside, but if your inner world is chaotic, that feeling of restlessness just comes along for the ride.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of the matter. Peace has almost nothing to do with what you own or what you've achieved. It's an internal quality. And we see this paradox all the time. People who seem to have it all feel empty, while others who have very little are sleeping soundly with a calm heart. So how do we actually start building this internal fortress of peace? Well, the foundation, the very first step, is all about acceptance. Now hang on, acceptance doesn't mean giving up or just passively letting things happen to you. Not at all. It's actually a really smart, active decision to figure out where your energy is best spent. It's about getting crystal clear on what you can change and what you can't. This visual just lays it all out, plain and simple. What's in your domain? Your effort, your intentions, how you choose to respond, that's all you. But the final outcomes, what other people do, the relentless march of time, trying to control those is just a recipe for frustration. And you know what happens the moment you stop fighting reality? The benefit is immediate. It's relief. It's like you've been carrying this massive weight and you finally set it down. Your heart just feels lighter.
And that feeling of lightness paves the way perfectly for our second step. Because once you've accepted what you can't control, it becomes so much easier to start letting go.
So what are we letting go of? We're talking about the heavy stuff, the things that poison the soul. Anger, regret, constantly comparing yourself to others. True peace can only happen right now, in this moment. Holding on to that negativity from the past is like choosing to carry poison with you everywhere you go.
And you can really see the contrast here, can't you? It's night and day. On one side, you've got a soul weighed down by these poisons. On the other, a peaceful heart that finds its freedom by just being in the present. In the end, it really is a choice about what you decide to carry.
Okay, so we've laid the foundation with acceptance and letting go. Now we can start building on top of it. Let's get into the daily habits that actually help you maintain that calm heart.
Now, at the core of these habits is a really profound spiritual idea. The source material we're looking at makes it clear that remembrance, that conscious, active connection to God or a higher power, is what brings real, deep rest to the human heart. So how does this look in practice? Well, think of prayer like hitting a reset button that brings you back to your center. Gratitude? That's a superpower. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what you have, and that instantly softens any pain. And finally, trust, what the source calls tawakkul, that removes the fear of what's to come. Now, the flip side of this coin is simplicity. I mean, just think about it. When we're constantly drowning in information, notifications, and just noise, it's a direct path to anxiety. And then you add in all the other voices. Too many opinions telling you what to think, what to do. It's no wonder it leads to confusion and makes you doubt your own compass. And finally, the big one, an endless checklist of wants and desires. It guarantees you'll always be dissatisfied, always chasing the next thing. Simplicity, my friends, is the antidote to all of this. This brings us to the final key, the one that kind of holds the whole structure together: patience. But wait, it's probably not the kind of patience you're thinking of. See, the crucial distinction here is that this is patient action. It is not passive waiting. It's like planting a seed. You do your part, you water it, you make sure it gets sunlight, and then you have to trust the process of growth. It's about moving forward, step by step, without panicking, even when you can't see the results just yet. So when you pull all of these pieces together, acceptance, letting go, remembrance, simplicity, and this patient action, you start to realize something. Peace was never a destination you had to race to. It's a state you cultivate right where you are.
So let's end with a super simple guide. Start right here. Just breathe and intentionally slow down. Now shift your mind to what you're grateful for. Connect with something bigger than yourself, whether you call it prayer or just quiet reflection.
Consciously release those heavy burdens you've been dragging around. And finally, just trust. Trust the process. Trust that you're okay.
Because peace isn't something you need to go out and find in the world. It has been inside you this whole time, just waiting. The only real question left is, are you ready to quiet all the noise and finally listen to it?